Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Monday Memo. Bit of a different one because also joined by our co-host Wei Chien I. You want to say hi, Wei Chien?
Hi everyone, this is the first Monday memo that I am doing right now on the 15 days of the Chinese New Year, where Andrew is wearing something of a very auspicious color for the Chinese. So it's a very special day for me to do this Monday memo.
Yeah, no, delighted. I thought we'd change it up a bit because I think people are sick of hearing my voice, but also there's some serious things that is worth discussing together going on in finance and worth considering, particularly that we're now in a new Chinese year of the ox. So would you mind maybe sharing what that might mean for our audience this year?
Yes, very happy to. In fact, I've got these questions from different friends of mine who are non-Chinese. There are actually 12 animals for the lunar calendar year for the Chinese. So this year is the year of ox. Now, last year was the year of rats. Now, the year of rats has always been a year traditionally the Chinese believe to be a little problematic with change and with disasters as well. It was, then again, I think for some of the Chinese, it's not extremely surprising to see what happened with COVID-19 and all the destructions of the economics and some of the local community as well. So in many ways, the Chinese are happy that the year of rat, it's very much over. So we are welcoming the year of ox.
So we've gone from a disruptive year, right, to what? One that's hard working, I imagine, or something along those lines now, right?
Yeah, the year of ox has been traditionally be a year of much more stable, as you can imagine, stable,
Good.
and a year that rewards hard work. And that stability, I think, is very important because that then leads to very much prosperity as well. That's what we are all hoping as well for different countries across the world, and improvement in terms of our health and safety. Very much it's looking into be a good year for everybody. So that's again from a Chinese belief, from a zodiac animal perspective. That's what the year looked like. Not that I am a fortune teller whatsoever.
You never know. Let's hope for a bit more stability as well, and not a lot of craziness like we had last year.
Yeah,
That would be nice. So if we can, even if we take away that, then we can regroup even next year and say, "Wait, Jen, you shouldn't have become an accountant. You should become a fortune teller. You do it rather well." So. So let's be hopeful. But I suppose, look, there's some things we probably should be doing anyway. And folk, what in your mind would be a good thing for us to focus on in the year ahead that you're talking with other finance leaders out there? What are people saying we should be focusing on in the year of the ox?
What I have been hearing is very much more towards, first is on the softer side of the capabilities and skills, that is resilience. I think not just the finance professional, regardless of what profession you're in or whether you're an entrepreneur. The year of rat and this year as well, year of ox, is going to be a test for everybody's resilience. Resilience of being able to come out from COVID-19, the disruption that happened to all of us back in 2020. So then we all emerge stronger in 2021. So that's more from a so-called softer side of all of us. Now, the other angle is a bit more around our technical capabilities, which will be coming back to the first SITN show that you and I did the recording back in 2018 on sustainability. I think COVID-19 again highlighted or heightened the urgency for all of us to look at how can we continue to grow as a human race in a way that is sustainable and can last for generations to come. Now, if you look at the three pillars of sustainability, is very interesting. Of course, the planet, and then ourselves, the people that are living on this planet. And the last thing is profit, the economics of it. And traditionally, we as an accountant has been so good in terms of measuring, valuing, reporting profit in a very conventional way, which is just, we always call it as a bottom line. But it makes me think, as in 2021, we need to continue to think about, can be the catalyst for change as an accountant. When we look at profit, can it be more inclusive? And how can we influence our stakeholders to look at profit in a more inclusive manner? So that will be, it is an open-ended questions. I don't have an answer, but it's worthwhile for the community to think about.
I'd love to think there's much more focus on the planet, but I think a key role we do have, Wei Chien, is measure what matters. And I think a great way to make the best of this year of the ox is maybe to just take some quiet time and figure out what truly matters, whether it is things like profit or revenue or growth, which, they're important, but maybe we should be measuring what really matters and whether or not there will be businesses around in 5-10 years time, because the environment is there to sustain it, even down to relationships with people as well. If they matter, how many times are we reaching out to the people that matter to us most? And there's no excuse, because a lot more people are comfortable with virtual technology. It'd be great to be meeting up again in person. We don't know in some of our countries around the world how long away that is, but the fact is, I do think it will happen someday. But until then, someday's not a day of the week, so we have to go and do some other stuff at the moment. And yeah, jumping on calls, keeping in touch with people, keeping relationships, because things will open up again. Yeah. What's interesting, Wei Chien, is like when people take those moments to have those quiet moments to become a bit more aware, a lot of people are uncomfortable with that, this meditation and mindfulness. But maybe it's something we should start doing.
Yes, and in many ways, I think COVID-19 directly or indirectly has given a lot of people that opportunity. It depends on how you then look at whether you take the opportunity positively as a chance for you to reflect, or you take the opportunity to start to worry about things. Again, coming back to that mindset and the resilience that we were talking about earlier, I think that has to be something that we continue to focus on, because we are expecting the climate change and all this, some of the disruption is going to come more often. And therefore, the ability to resilience, that becomes very important.
And I suppose, look, let's say we're having a similar conversation at the next Chinese New Year on a Monday memo, and we were looking back on the one just gone. What would a good year look like for us in your mind? For a year just gone, we were looking back.
I would think health and safety. So everybody stay healthy and safe. And to your point about people connection, the community, the relationship, that we continue to build that connection and that bonding that is very important. And of course, the stability as well. With that stability, hopefully business can get back to some sort of normal. That to me will be a good year for everybody. And after Oxley, looking into the year of Tiger, which is going to be very aggressive. So hopefully, once we get everything stabilized, we can then launch.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Let's get a bit more resilient this year, and get ready for launch next year. I love that.
Yes.
That's awesome, Wei Chien. It was great catching up with you, and thanks for sharing your thoughts on this week's Monday Memo.
Likewise, always happy to talk to you and all our audience as well. And I promise I'll come on to the Monday Memo a little more often, so that we bring that diversity to our show and to our audience as well.
I love it. Brilliant. Thanks, Wei Chien. So, hope you enjoyed this week's episode. If you did, please remember to share it with your friends and colleagues. We're on all the major platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Spotify. And as always, really appreciate investing your time with us today. So until next time, take care of yourselves, and let's keep on building our strength and awareness.